Hello, hello. It is that time for an update. A health update, current update. My health sucks. But before we hop into that, I have just a couple quick things to say. First off, I am aware that we hit 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very, very, very much for that. I really, really do appreciate it. I do not, well, I'll get into it here. I'm not able to make a full on video about that right now. It will happen here in the near future. But, hey, that gives us some leeway in case YouTube decides to erase a bunch of subs or something anyway. However, I am working very, very hard this year, 2022, to expand the channel further. There is only so much that I can reasonably, for my sanity, do with superhero stuff before just focusing on that obviously would probably drive me nuts. That's just me personally. I love variety. I always have. That's why, I'm sure you guys have seen for the last, X amount of forever. Since this channel started, it's basically just kind of what I want to talk about. It's what I want to have fun with and what I hope you guys have fun with too. So with that said, our content is not changing. I've mentioned this before in a previous video in terms of we're not getting rid of anything that we already do, but we are going to be doing more this year. For example, I'd like to fairly consistently cover things like the Elder Scrolls and Fallout and even Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Halo, stuff like that, Dark Souls, those types of games, Assassin's Creed, which Jill, my wife, mentioned behind me. Those are things that I want to cover this year that I plan to do fairly consistently. And now consistently for me is not going to look the same as some channels that upload 5 videos a day. What that means is that I want to keep coming back to these topics and growing audiences for them and making them interesting to the general audience of this channel. So I would appreciate if you check that stuff out because YouTube is designed in a way where they don't like when you do that. You pretty much are designed now to focus in on one niche, burn yourself out and quit, and then somebody else will pop up to replace you. I personally like this platform and you guys too much to want to follow that pattern. So I'd love if you join me on that journey this year. Be sure to check back on the channel to actually see when we're uploading because the notifications and sub box probably won't tell you. But
okay, tell us how sick you are.
Okay, so first off, everybody has been asking me about the cancer stuff, and I have had to put off the screening for that, which someone's going to be like, well, how dare you? But I have a good reason for it. I actually got COVID, and so did my wife, so did my mother. The only person here who doesn't have it is my cat. But the thing with COVID is that obviously I'm not a doctor, but it's varying severity depending on who you are. Are you old? Are you immunocompromised? Do you have asthma? I don't know. Did you just get a bad roll of the dice? Bad luck. For me, it's more that I'm just really, really tired and I hurt. I'm sore all over. I'm tired. It's like the world's worst cold for me. I'm sure there have been tons of people who have had it worse or who have had it less. I still think that I probably got this right at the beginning of when it all started happening as well, way, way back, because I had sort of a bad cold then too, but it didn't really bother me as much as this. I will say that I'm fine. I'm not going on like a ventilator or anything crazy like that, but what I am doing is sleeping inordinate amounts, like a lot. And because of that, because of just it combined with my chronic pain and a bunch of other stuff, I have not been as productive lately on getting videos out on this channel or on the Let's Play channel. I'm trying to kind of figure that out. I know that my health is most important. Besides, if I don't take care of that, I won't be making videos at all. But I do still want to be uploading and doing stuff like that. So again, I just thought I should, tell you about that. Because that does play into the whole thing of actually checking to see when we upload. My goal is pretty much to upload a minimum of 5 videos a week on the Let's Play channel. I typically stick to that. Lately I haven't. And then on this channel, my goal is pretty much every other day. However, there have been stretches of 3 days in a row where we will upload. So it's just something you guys have to check back on. Typically, if I haven't uploaded by 5 p.m., probably it's a safe bet that I won't, unless there's some kind of extenuating circumstances. But I usually try to upload between 2 and 4 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Now, with all of that said, the reason I can't get screened yet for cancer is because with COVID, they don't let you into any of these testing facilities or any of these things, like if you are actually confirmed to have it. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. I know some people are gonna, take it upon themselves to argue the validity of those reasons, but at the end of the day, my dad did die of cancer, and it was one of those things where he could not be around illnesses if it was known. Obviously there's stuff you just don't know about that happens, but it was one of those things where they try and keep facilities where they do testing and stuff like that very clean. They try and weed that stuff out ahead of time if they know about it. And the reason for that is because these people, their immune system is so shot, sometimes from months and months of chemotherapy, sometimes just from the cancer itself, that their body can't fight stuff off. So for me, somebody who has COVID right now, one, I wouldn't even want to go in there. But two, even if for some crazy reason I did, you just can't. You can't go in there. They don't let you. So for that reason, I'm not going to have answers on that stuff for a little while. It's not that it's fake. It's not that it's fake news and didn't happen. It's just that I need to wait. I need to get multiple screenings. I need to get a CT scan. I need to get a colonoscopy. I need to get probably something else after that. They already are doing blood work type stuff. I know they took my blood for one of these things as well last time I was at the doctor to run blood work on that and my prescriptions and stuff. So what I'm getting at with that is not that you guys are annoying me about it, but just that I have no answers. I have no answers for you until all of that stuff starts getting sorted out. And I don't plan to make 500 videos about it. My goal is to, unless it comes up somewhere else, just kind of keep making my content, keep doing my thing, hopefully entertaining you guys and growing more. And then we will talk about that, when I find out more. But in the meantime, if somebody asks about it, if you can direct them to this video or let them know what's going on, I would appreciate it. I don't get to every comment. I just don't have the time. So because of that, you guys stepping up and helping with that is a big, big help, and I appreciate it. I just wanted to cover this stuff real quick because, this platform is very volatile. It's something that I started for fun. And yes, obviously I make an income off of it, but it's something that I only want to do as long as it's fun for me. That's why we're doing stuff this year, like expanding and covering topics that I'm passionate about, along with the topics I'm still passionate about that I already cover, instead of just burning myself out on certain things. That's why I have been doing variety pretty much forever, outside of a couple month stretch where I mainly focused on Batman, I don't know, like 2 years ago. That's why I do what I do. And I also thought that because of the volatility of this platform, and also because I know there are a lot of you guys who genuinely do care what's going on, that I wanted to keep you updated with what's going on in my personal life with health as well. Now, my goal is to still upload again. I believe this weekend I have something I'm working on that I will hopefully have up then. But, just when I'm sick here, I'm going to be taking it a little bit easier. It's one of those things, though, too, where if we don't keep kind of pushing through, content doesn't come out, people don't watch it, stuff like that, the channel just dies. It sucks that that's how this platform is now, but, if you're under 1 million subscribers, you pretty much are expected to keep going no matter what. So, I did do a top 5 about Call of Duty recently. Call of Duty is something that, I know there's not tons of interest in on this channel, which statistically is crazy to me because it's still one of the biggest selling games of all time, even now, which is nuts, but I do, cover old stuff with that sometimes, and it's something that will pop up occasionally, but it's not going to have, like, the frequency of something like Fallout on this channel, stuff like that. Again, all this stuff, people are scared to change. I'm not going anywhere. My health stuff, I have no plans to die or to quit YouTube or any of that stuff. Changing content type stuff, I have no plans to drop the stuff that you know and love right now. There's a lot of series that I want to bring back in the near future here, like like Rejected Media, stuff like that I want to bring back. I want to bring back games you forgot about again. I want to keep doing all that stuff. Obviously the superhero stuff is not going anywhere, but Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Dark Souls, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Halo, Assassin's Creed, all that stuff is stuff that I really do want to talk about because I'm passionate for it. Doesn't mean we're becoming a channel focused on one thing. We never have been. We're a channel focused on things that I find fun, that I hope you do too. That is what I always plan to be, and I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for checking out this video. I appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day. And as always, everybody, stay shui.